carry yourself like you're the best thing on earth, like you are the rarest diamond ever. A lot of people are walking around with no ambition. A lot of people are walking around with like, oh, I'm a procrastinator, oh, I'm just lazy, or I come from work and I'm tired. Yeah, you come from work and you're tired enough to be scrolling, spending all of your free time scrolling and watching how other people are living their life. If you can't even do the bare minimum in your house or for yourself, how do you expect to do anything for that man? You feel out of place or out of purpose or out of alignment with life, you end up gravitating to bad coping mechanisms that eventually lead you down a bad, dark place. Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome if you are new here. My name is Shen. On this channel, we talk about reinventing yourself and truly discovering who your dream girl is. If you're currently on that journey, I hope to see more of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, share it with your girls. I want to know down below, what is one thing that you are working on in September to develop yourself closer to becoming your own dream woman? What is one thing you're working on currently? And I'll leave mine down below. In today's video, we are going to be talking about bad behaviors that make you less attractive. If you haven't already watched my video on how to stand out and be more attractive instantly, then I will link it here. Please go and check out that video. It is the best. Now let's get into what makes people the least attractive. Starting off with number one, dragging your feet, or just bad posture, the way you carry yourself in public. It can be really unattractive, especially if you're just lagging behind. You look like you have no energy, you're lagging in energy. When you're outside, especially if you're single and you're looking to attract a high value man, it's really going to come down to how you carry yourself, and your appearance is everything. That's the first thing that people see. A lot of the times I see women dragging their feet. Like, you really have to pick up your feet. Also, when I was maybe say 15 years old, I was corrected on this, and a man actually approached me and was like, hey, do you mind picking up your feet? There's nothing like hearing feet scraping across the pavement or anything that you're just walking on. It's really important for you to pick up your feet and move your legs. Really just pay attention to that next time, because sometimes our demeanor gives off lazy. It just gives off lack of energy, a lack of interest. And when you're outside, especially looking to carry yourself and reinvent yourself as your dream woman is definitely not outside dragging her feet or with bad posture. That is going to make you look less attractive. Pick up your feet. It just looks better when you can walk with more grace and confidence in every step that you make. Number two is going to be chewing gum obnoxiously or just while you're talking. And I'll come across maybe videos, or I'll come across somebody in public and they're just, I don't think it looks good. I just personally don't think it looks good when you are like, it doesn't look good. And of course, you're going to look the least attractive when you look like you're a donkey chewing grass. I personally don't chew gum anymore because it upsets my digestive system. I feel like when you're doing the motion of chewing gum, your body thinks that you're eating food, right? So then you end up getting really gassy and constipated because there's no food going down your digestive tract. So I don't chew gum. I do have breath mints all the time. Let me see if I have them with me now. Yes. I do use breath mints, and if I ever need to take the taste out of my mouth, yes, I'll use breath mints rather than gum. I just don't like the look of it either. If I'm really going to chew gum, I'm going to chew it for like 1 minute just to get, again, the taste out of my mouth and then throw it out. But there's nothing like talking to somebody and there's gum going throughout their conversation, and all this person is looking at is the gum in your mouth that you should have spat out before you started talking. You're a gum chewer. Look yourself in the mirror. Like, look at yourself in the mirror and really see what you look like. I'm sorry. So just be mindful of how you chew your gum, where and when you choose to chew your gum. and who you're speaking to, or if you're speaking to the camera, like just take it out of your mouth. I have clients that they'll come into a session, personal training session, chewing gum. I'm like, spit that out. Like, you just need to drink some water. Number 3 is going to be bad posture, or just talking with your head down. It does not show confidence at all. Your posture is everything, right? Again, like I said before, a lot of people will see your appearance first and judge you based on what you look like, how you carry yourself. That's the first impression, unfortunately. Before they even give you the opportunity or the time of day to know you, meet you, even give you 1 minute of their time, people are judging you from how you carry yourself. My dream woman personally does not have bad posture. She's not forward, she's back. Pull your shoulders back, walk with grace, show that you have confidence. And sometimes you actually have to fake it till you make it, to act like you have the confidence. And truly, I think that's how I built my own confidence, is to act like I was the woman already before I even was the woman. Before I was a pro athlete, I trained like I was already a pro athlete. I trained like I was already that top tier athlete, and I had to fake it till I made it. And I ended up becoming a pro athlete and doing a lot in my bodybuilding career. So when it comes down to your posture, remember, going forward, you got to be really mindful about how you sit in a chair. Like, a lot of people are hunched forward. Imagine you're out for dinner. You're not going to be sitting at the table with a high value man hunched over, right? You're going to sit up, you're going to cross your legs, you're going to use your fork and knife gracefully, you're going to smile, you're going to be elegant, you're going to be a classy woman at that table while you win this man over. Carry those traits absolutely everywhere you go with you, because it will open doors when you carry yourself with grace, confidence, and boldness, right? If you look like you lack confidence, people will not take you seriously. They'll play you like a puppet. They'll take you for a joke, or they won't even give you the time of day. I used to be a girl that talked so softly, and I was just really shy. And then you just have to break out of your comfort zone. If you truly want to break outside of your comfort zone, these are the things that you really truly have to work on. Number 4 is going to be nasty home habits. I mean, a messy environment. I got a lot to say about this one. Bad mannerisms at home. When you're looking for a high value man, especially say he already has a house and you're looking to move in, or one day you guys want to buy a home together, this is not attractive when you cannot take care of yourself within a home or take care of that home. A lot of people are making the excuse of, oh, I'm just lazy. Oh, this is just who I am. You may not like to cook. You may not like to clean. Then hire someone. But your environment should not reflect these nasty mannerisms. It's not attractive. It's truly not attractive. You need to know how to take care of yourself, and you need to know at least the bare minimum of how to take care of a house, how to take care of yourself, and how to take care of a high value man. Not saying that that is what you have to do when you're dating high value man, but you should still be able to contribute in a way where somebody is not looking at you like you're lazy or nasty. When you get to a certain age, I'm just looking at you like you should already know this. This should already be a priority for you. And if it's not, please make it a priority, because it's not attractive to have a messy home, to be just cleaning up before somebody gets over. You should romanticize your space. You should romanticize everything about you, because you should be attractive. You should smell good. Your house should smell good. A lot of people, they look good on the outside. You come back to their home, they got dishes in the sink. They got stuff all over their floor. Honey, if I'm coming for you with this one, you got your laundry spread out across your apartment, your rooms. If you can't afford a damn laundry basket, then why do you keep buying takeout every single day? Like, that is the best investment if you got clothes all over the floor, maybe clean and dirty. You know what I mean? If you don't like folding your clothes right away, get into the habit of just organizing your space and making sure everything is clean. At least the bare minimum of clean, okay? We don't want to see crumbs and stains and things that you could have cleaned up around your space. And if you're not clean and your environment is not clean, then your mind is not going to be able to be fruitful or work. And men, especially high value men, they need space. They need organization. They need anyone coming into their life to make it better, to evolve them, to help them, contribute to them. And if you can't even do the bare minimum in your house or for yourself, how do you expect to do anything for that man? okay? You can hire as many people as you like to take tasks off of your hands, but you still need to grasp the bare minimum for yourself and for your home. Number 5 is going to be drama. Arguing in public is just a no for me. You need to know how to communicate, really bring that conversation into private. There's nothing like seeing somebody outside arguing or starting up a storm outside, embarrassing whoever it is they're arguing or in conflict with, whether it's your partner, a friend, a stranger, the homeless person on the street. I've done this. In my earlier years, sure, I've done this. However, I had to check myself because it's actually so unattractive. You just should not be outside arguing with absolutely anybody. It does not look graceful, especially the new woman that I am, growing and glowing up into my dream version. We don't argue. We don't have drama. We know how to communicate. We know how to express our feelings in a gracious, calm manner and talk things out. I don't ever have problems or arguments with my person out in public. Actually, we don't really have that many arguments in general. He's very laid back and he's very consistent and laid back. But overall, like, I've had moments where men had me flustered or I just was disrespected, and I just learned to walk away. Silence sometimes is the best response because you're not stooping down or getting out of character for somebody else's disrespect. And I just moved on with my life. I became the better version and I glowed up. And the best revenge is to glow up and stunt on your haters or anyone who has disrespected you. Don't stoop to the level of getting out of your character to prove a point, to make a point, or to be forcing anyone to apologize to you. Just walk away. Sometimes you honestly look like the better person, and when you start working on yourself, you're gonna feel like the better person. It's just all about not embarrassing yourself personally and walking away with grace to know that you have self-control in life. Especially as we reinvent ourselves and glow up, we're working on that self-control, not just with people, within arguments and conflict, but also with cravings, with a lot of addictions, with social media. We are learning overall self-control. Number 6 is smelling like smoke or alcohol. Now, that is very unattractive, to just have a lingering scent about you. Even if you smell like a cat or a dog, like, it's just a no for me. Be mindful of what you smell like. Even too much perfume also can be a lot for some people. So you really want to be subtle. You really want to find your scent, and also be mindful of, if you're around alcohol, if you're around smoke, like, just what you may end up smelling like. So just be mindful of how you smell in public, especially if you're trying to attract a high value man and you want to walk in rooms and you smell amazing and your energy is just as bold as your perfume. Yes, cigarette smoke, alcohol. Like, there's times where I walk by people, and the homeless, you will walk by some people and they just have a stench to them. Don't be that girl. It can be really off-putting and already a signal of unhealthy habits. Don't be that girl. Number 7 is probably going to be my favorite. No goals, lack of ambition or direction. No drive in life, no purpose. You need to hold your own. There's nothing like meeting somebody and all they do is sit on their phone. They lay up in their bed. They're always smoking. They're always high. They're always just going through life on survival mode, or just going through life in general with no goals, no targets. And without a target, without any goals, you have nothing to reach for. Of course, you're going to feel depressed. Of course, you're going to feel unmotivated. Of course, you're going to feel down all the time and eat terrible or find bad coping mechanisms to distract you, because that's what happens when you feel out of place or out of purpose or out of alignment with life. You end up gravitating to bad coping mechanisms that eventually lead you down a bad, dark place. And so it's really important to sit often with yourself and just plan out maybe the month, maybe 3 months, but 5 years. Please don't talk to me about 5 years. What you can do daily, or what you can aim for daily, or what you can aim for in 3 months. And always just set small and big goals based on how you choose to maneuver throughout your day-to-day life is going to help you get to those goals. If you don't make any initiative to get up and drink your water, go for a walk, go to the gym, learn new skills so that it helps you in your business or in your workplace, in your work environment, then of course you're not going to be growing and you're going to feel stagnant or unmotivated. Of course, if you keep going back to these unmotivated friends as well who do the same thing, they lag around and you haven't seen a different picture or reality in your life, yes, then you need to remove them, because if they have lack of ambition, no goals, no targets, you are going to be just like your friends. You're going to be just like the company that you surround yourself with. So don't be afraid to expand your wings and put yourself in different environments that force you to grow and also challenge you outside of your comfort zone. A lot of people are walking around with no ambition. A lot of people are walking around with like, oh, I'm a procrastinator. Oh, I'm just lazy. Or I come from work and I'm tired. Yeah, you come from work and you're tired enough to be scrolling, spending all of your free time from 5 to 7 or 9 to 1 a.m. scrolling and watching how other people are living their life. Unfortunately, you've chosen that you don't want to get up and take initiative past your laziness, past your doubting mindset and your fearful mind to go and really go after your goals. There's a lot of people after their 9 to 5, they still work towards their goals because they're purposeful, because they're finding, they're exploring, they're learning, and that's ultimately what life is all about. Through our obstacles, through being so busy and so many things are always happening in our life, yes, that requires us to push past mountains and obstacles, to never give up and truly continue learning all the time. It was through an ex-boyfriend of mine why I even got into going to the gym. Then I became a personal trainer. Then I became a professional athlete, an Olympian, a worldwide champion, a women's coach, YouTube. I've done so much through experiences that could have broke me, but I use that as fuel and motivation. Which leads to number 8, sleeping in, babe. Sleeping in. I know some of y'all are waking up at like 12 p.m., 1 p.m. I don't know how y'all do that. I could never do that. I've never done that. I've never done, even when I've gone to bed at like 4 a.m., 6 a.m., I still will wake up around 9 a.m. and sometimes I'm upset, but my sleeping time is usually about 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. I cannot sleep any later than that. I just feel like the day has gone by. You need to wake up with purpose. And it doesn't even matter how late you've gone to bed. The next day, you still have something to do. You still have stuff to do. So you need to plan for your long nights. You need to plan and just not be up scrolling or just doing nothing, chilling with that man, doing nothing, just smoking and drinking your life away, ordering takeout and binge eating. Like, you should be sleeping. If you're bored, go to sleep. You should have a bedtime routine that prepares you for the next morning, right? If you don't have a bedtime routine, it's time to create a bedtime routine. What would your dream girl's bedtime routine look like? What also would her morning routine look like? You need to know what you're doing throughout your day, how you're spending your time on this earth. Every single morning that you wake up, you really need to know and be in control of the gaps that you have in your schedule, to be working on you, to be doing things that make you feel alive and that fill your cup again, because people drain you. Outside world drains you. Social media drains you. And oftentimes, if you're feeling like you're in lack of sleep, you're not going to be able to be productive. You're not going to be able to be fruitful. And so we want to really change that. We want to stop, and we want to take our attention from our distractions and really start to be a grown-up and an adult and prioritize sleep, because you cannot see your body change, especially if you're going to the gym and you're on your fit girl era. You're not going to see your body change if you're lacking sleep and nutrition. Your body needs to recover. You do the most recovering while you're sleeping. So you need to prioritize your sleep. How are you going to look your best and feel your best if you're running on survival mode because you're so damn tired and you wake up, you have no energy? I saw a comment where someone was like, man, I live on energy drinks because I'm exhausted, but I know I need to work on my fast food and my bad habits of eating. Yes, of course, if you have no natural sources of nutrients, you're going to have a lack of energy. You shouldn't be on survival mode drinking these energy drinks and just over abusing coffee. Like, everything is in balance, but a lot of people over abuse a lot of things because they haven't set up their life. Take some time to realize that your bad choices, they always lead to you trying to cope until you eventually burn out and you're like, wow, this is where it led. And that's what's going to happen when you don't take accountability for the little things that you do that actually end up tarnishing your life. And that is why people are like, oh, I'm so tired, I'm so burnt out, my heart is skipping a rhythm, I'm having heart palpitations. Yes, because you don't do cardio, you don't eat well, you're always having coffee or energy drinks, and your body is not allowed, and your body shouldn't be this overly stimulated. So we got a lot of things to work on. You are not going to come across as attractive if you are on survival mode. You look tired, you got bags under your eyes. Overall, your body cannot feel rejuvenated. It's not going to do its thing where your skin is glowing, your eyes are vibrant, it's all about your overall health, and sleep is so important. So if you want to come across more attractive, you need to really prioritize your sleep and really prioritizing having a morning routine and a night routine. To number 8, being easy and sleeping around. Now, listen, women, when I tell you, you truly need to put your foot down and really set some standards and barriers and boundaries when it comes to the men you choose to waste your time, invade your time and space, anything outside of you that you give your body to. Stop being so easy or just easily pleased, because we need to get to the point where we let men work and earn us. Let men prove themselves to us of why they deserve our time, our company, even talking or texting you, why they even deserve your sacred parts of you, especially when it comes to intercourse. You're sharing energy. There's a connection. There's an energy connection. If you don't really know people, you shouldn't be sharing what's sacred to you. It shouldn't be of easily access either. And you really have to set the standards and boundaries for what works for you in terms of your time frame. The man needs to be very clear about what his intentions are, and whether maybe you're not looking to be married, but I think people should still earn and work towards your sacred parts of you. You should not be so easily accessible to people. Trust me, don't be too nice, don't be too forgiving. If somebody shows you their true colors, where they're cheating on you, they have other girls around, just walk away at that point, because they're really just disrespecting you and they keep showing you over and over. There has been many times where my past relationship had shown me his true colors, and I still stayed because he was good looking, or because we look like a cute couple together. What? You wasted so much time, Shen. Really just be about leveling up your standards, because when one door closes, God always blesses you with something better that sees your worth, that values you, that sees everything of quality in you. And when you're too easy, that is just not a person that I value men want to walk around with. Carry yourself like you're the best thing on earth. Like you are the rarest diamond ever. People got to work to have you, to access you. They need to prove that they're going, you know what I mean? They got to prove themselves to you rather than you're proving yourself to them. Oftentimes as women, we lose ourselves trying to portray a different image or to be the wife material for these men that aren't even looking for wives. They're looking for a good time. Number 10 is going to be being chronically late. Honestly, I had to work on my punctuation. As we are looking to reinvent ourselves and glow up, we need to work on some of these things that are really going to actually stand out for us and make us more attractive when we show up on time or we're early versus always late or having an excuse for why we're late, especially on the first to third date or just the overall impression. Try as your new woman, your dream woman, to show up in the way that your dream woman would. And that's really just making sure that you start getting ready earlier, you plan things out properly and accordingly so that you are making a really good first impression. You're not in a rush. It's never flattering or soft or calm when you're in a rush, and the energy is just different when you're just flustered. So you don't really want to be acting out of a flustered aura. Really just try and plan and prepare ahead of time that you're on time and you're not rushing. You just show up and you're there and you're ready to be spoiled, pampered, loved on, and that man deserves that, especially if he's always on time. I know my man is always on time, and I used to be like 5 to 10 minutes late, and then I was like, you know what, I need to be better at this. I need to be better at just showing up. Bonus, I had to add this one in, so we're gonna say 11. Bonus 111 is going to be overuse on social media. It shows so much disrespect when you aren't present in people's lives that go above and beyond for you. Maybe it's your family member, your parents, your friends, your clients. When I'm training my clients, all of them can all say, I'm never on my phone. Never. From the start to the end, never on my phone. I use my Apple Watch for a timer, and I'm never talking or texting or calling anybody during my session. I'm not even eating food. I'm presently there. You know, they chose me, I choose them. When people choose you, choose to be present with them. You only have that moment with them. You know, you're lucky if you get another one. And oftentimes when somebody passes away or when breakups happen, we're like, oh, I wish I spent more time with them, or I wish we did this and I wish we did that. And that really showed me, like, I truly have to prioritize being present with the people that I love. There's nothing like being on your phone and all you're doing is like taking pictures and scrolling. I really had to pull it back this year, and I took less pictures. I just do my YouTube stuff and occasionally take pictures, but I'm not trying to upkeep with Instagram. I'm not trying to be flexing or taking too many pictures. If I'm taking pictures, it's just for me, my memories of what I want, but I'm not spending my entire time asking my man to take pictures for me or just always on my phone. I think it's really disrespectful, and especially if somebody is pampering you and taking care of you and spoiling you, they deserve your utmost amount of attention and respect. Just be mindful. A lot of times people spend so much time on social media. Have scheduled time where you're maybe by yourself, or you ask if it's okay if you're in their company or in their setting. If it's okay if you just did your own thing, you want to relax, you want some time alone. I like to watch my YouTube videos by myself. Like, just ask sometimes and communicate. That way they don't feel some type of way because there was no communication. So that's super important. If you want to be more attractive and stand out and have good men treat you well, communication is so key. And that is another unattractive behavior. I could just say number 12. Maybe I will. Number 12, bad communication skills, because I feel like a lot of people don't know how to communicate, and that is so unfortunate. I feel like a lot of things end up being misinterpreted or just blown out of proportion when you don't know how to communicate. Feelings get hurt, people feel disrespected, and sometimes you're not even aware of your own behaviors when there's no communication. So communicating with yourself is important, and communicating with the people that you love is really important. So just really be mindful of like how you talk to people, not being so aggressive or assertive or ready to jump at absolutely everything. I know when I was talking to my mom, and sometimes like her tone is like 5 times higher than mine. I'm like, Mom, you are making me feel so anxious just talking to you. Like, it doesn't make me want to have a conversation with you. As a woman, as we become our own dream woman, it's important to have a softer approach, a more calming approach to any situation, to any conversation, just always acting out of love, intention, softness, care, nourishment. It's important for you not to be so worked up all the time and to be ready to be aggressive and assertive. When it comes down to it, you want to be so self-aware, be present in your life, and just always be making sure that you're acting out of grace, acting out of intention, out of softness, out of calmingness. High value men love calming, soothing auras, and they'll do anything for you. If you come across really subtle and soft and you carry yourself with elegance, men will chase you. But if you are aggressive, you have no morals, no value, you just carry yourself like you're in need of attention, in need of a man, in need of validation. Anytime you act out of need and lust, no one takes you seriously. You're going to be used and abused and tossed to the side. Really just focus on who you want to be and who you don't want to be, and really pay attention to working on those bad habits and becoming the better version of you, your dream woman, my girl. If you like this kind of video, don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.